Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into, well, the fascinating world of the UAE's AI revolution. We're drawing heavily from the University 365 report, the one, UAE's AI revolution, the 2025 landscape of innovation, investment, and implementation. So if you've been wondering how a country can so rapidly become a major player in global AI, you're definitely in the right place. Our goal here is really to give you a clear, concise picture of this pretty impressive journey.
Oh, it's absolutely remarkable, truly. What strikes you right away is just the speed and how strategic it all was. This wasn't just, things happening slowly. It felt like a deliberate leap. And it started with some really key foundational moves, signaling, a serious long-term vision.
Okay, right. So let's maybe zoom in on that foundation then. The report highlights 2017, doesn't it? The appointment of the world's first Minister of State for AI. And then that UAE Strategy for Artificial Intelligence 2031. Feels like these weren't just headlines, but actual, seeds being planted.
Exactly, you've hit it. Those early steps were absolutely crucial. Establishing AI as a national priority. Think of it like setting the compass right from the very top.
Right.
And that 2031 strategy, it was the roadmap, laid out the key focus areas, the big ambition, to be a global leader.
Right, setting the direction. And building on that, the report really emphasizes the Ministry of State for AI, digital economy, and remote work applications. That was 2020. How has that ministry sort of acted as the engine here?
Yeah, that ministry became let's say, the central orchestrator, taking the big strategy and turning it into, well, concrete actions, initiatives. It was about getting everyone on the same page, government, academia, the private sector, all pulling together. And a key early focus, the report points this out, was building up research excellence and, crucially, attracting top talent.
Speaking of research,
Right.
the Technology Innovation Institute, TII, the report calls it out as vital.
hmm
For building those research capabilities, what kind of impact has TII actually had?
TAI, yeah, it sits under the Advanced Technology Research Council. It was specifically designed really as an innovation hub. They set up these specialized research centers and managed to pull in leading AI scientists, engineers,
Hmm.
especially in areas like AI modeling, computer vision, that focus on, the deep foundational research that's been absolutely instrumental in the breakthroughs we're seeing now.
Okay, so we have the strategy, the research base is building. Let's shift to the 2025 landscape. The report talks about the AI and Advanced Technology Council, AIATC, and that national program, BRAIN, Building a Responsible AI Nation. What's the deal with these? What's their significance?
Well, what's really notable about AIATC is the leadership. Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan as chairman, Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan as vice chairman. That signals commitment right from the absolute highest levels. You can't get much higher. And BRAIN is kind of the umbrella, the national framework. It guides the ethical and responsible side of AI development and use across the country.
And then Falcon, the Falcon AI model from TII, probably the most talked about thing. The report mentions it actually outperformed models from giants like Meta, Google. That must have been huge, a
Yeah.
real perception shift.
Oh, absolutely. A watershed moment, no question. The Falcon models, they showed the world the UAE wasn't just buying AI tech. It showed they had the brains, the infrastructure to create world-class AI. It was like the UAE saying, okay, we're here, we're serious innovators, we can compete.
And the report also stresses how proactive they've been on the responsible AI side. The
Yeah.
Charter for Development and Use of AI, the AI Principles and Ethics Framework. Seems like they're trying to get out ahead of the potential problems, right?
Absolutely, yes. That charter, the ethics framework, laying out principles like fairness, accountability, transparency, it shows a commitment to making sure AI benefits society, aligns with ethical values. That kind of forward-thinking governance, that's a significant differentiator.
And beyond just policy, there are practical partnerships. Like the report mentions UiPath. For AI automation in public services, how does that kind of thing actually benefit, say, the average person?
Well, these partnerships are key, right? They take AI out of the lab, out of theory, and apply it to improve daily life. So AI automation in public services, that can mean faster applications, government running more efficiently, just a better experience for citizens overall.
Okay, let's talk money. The economic side. The report projects the UAE's AI market hitting, what, $46.33 billion by 2030? And contributing maybe $100 billion to the economy? That sounds massive. What's driving that kind of growth?
Yeah, those numbers are huge. And it's driven by, well, serious government investment, firstly. And a clear recognition that AI can just revolutionize whole sectors. Those big infrastructure deals, like the $30 billion partnership, Microsoft's $1.5 billion into G42. It signals huge belief in AI's future in the UAE.
And it's not just the giants, is it? The report notes over 400 AI companies registered in Abu Dhabi. That's a 41% jump year on year. That sounds like a pretty vibrant ecosystem bubbling up.
It really is. That surge in private companies, it's a strong sign. Shows the environment is attractive. Entrepreneurs, startups, they see the UAE as a place to innovate, to grow in AI. It creates a really dynamic market.
Okay, so we see the vision, the money, the ecosystem growing.
Yeah.
How's AI actually being used,
Yeah.
on the ground across different industries?
This is where it gets really practical and interesting. So, healthcare. AI tools for diagnostics, getting more accurate, personalized treatments. The Ministry of Health is even using AI for some initial medical checks on new residents. Retail, you've got Dubizzle using AI for picture recognition, making listings better, and AI assistants like Omega for voice shopping.
Right, and in core sectors like energy. 18OC using AI to crunch massive data sets, making oil production more efficient. That's obviously key for the economy.
Precisely. And look at smart cities. Dubai is aiming for, what, 25% autonomous transport by 2030? You've got DEWA, the utility company, using AI chatbots like Ramas for instant customer service. The sheer range of applications is broad, and that 41.3% growth in Abu Dhabi AI firms you mentioned, it just highlights how pervasive it's becoming.
So if you had to pinpoint it, what gives the UAE its competitive edge in this, global AI race?
Well, several things really work together for them. You've got strong, centralized government support, clear long-term vision, unwavering backing. Then there's the money, significant financial resources from sovereign wealth funds that lets them invest big. Speed is another factor. They can make decisions and implement things pretty quickly. That's a major advantage. Also, their, let's say, permissive attitude towards using anonymized data for training AI. That helps. Plus, vibrant innovation hubs, a business-friendly setup. It all adds up. Oh, and that Microsoft partnership training 1 million people in AI skills. That's huge, too.
But surely it can't all be smooth sailing. With progress this fast, there must be challenges. What does the report say about limitations or hurdles?
Oh, absolutely. The report is realistic. It points out ongoing concerns, the usual suspects. Data privacy, cybersecurity, always critical. There's definitely a need to keep building advanced AI skills locally, to reduce reliance perhaps on international talent over the long run, the ethical side, potential job displacement that needs careful management, constant thought. And then there are potential bottlenecks, access to specialized compute power, storage, that could become an issue. Some regulatory areas might still be evolving for certain AI firms, and ensuring enough early stage funding for startups is always important.
Right, okay. But despite those challenges, the report seems to paint a picture of really transformative applications already happening, impacting society, streamlining government services, improving the justice system, even changing real estate.
Exactly. It's not just theory. AI is processing applications faster, cutting response times for people. In the justice system, there's collaboration happening between the public prosecution and the AI ministry to boost efficiency. Real estate. AI providing insights for property deals, enabling those cool virtual reality tours. It's practical stuff.
And the economic and social impact feels tangible. Job creation in high-value areas, attracting serious investment, that GDP contribution, plus improving quality of life, better public services, healthcare advancements.
Absolutely. Those PwC estimates, like $96 billion contribution to GDP by 2030, that's significant. And socially, that commitment to ethical principles aims to make sure the benefits are shared. You see the momentum, too, in startup funding. UAE startups, including AI ones, raised, what was it, $104 million recently? Shows confidence.
So looking forward, what's the next phase? What does the report suggest about the future trajectory?
Well, the current focus seems heavily on commercialization, taking the existing capabilities and really embedding them into practical applications across industries. There are ongoing efforts to improve models like Falcon, maybe for robotics, smarter cities. The UAE is also being quite proactive on the global stage, engaging in talks about international AI governance. Challenges, yes, they remain ethics, jobs, global competition. But the potential is just immense. Economic diversification, becoming a true global AI hub, smart cities, healthcare innovation, sustainable energy. It's all there.
The report also flags some key institutions shaping that future. Mohammed bin Zayed University of AI, MBZ UAI, seems central.
MBZUAI is definitely a cornerstone, a dedicated AI university focused on research and developing future AI leaders. That's a
Yeah.
powerful statement. And that national goal training 1 million people in AI by 2027, that shows the scale of ambition for building local talent. Plus, the UAE actually ranks well globally in things like AI education and talent diversity already. That's a strong base.
And events like Dubai AI Week 2025 seem to be acting as catalysts, right? With major announcements.
Yeah, Dubai AI Week was clearly a big deal. A platform to showcase progress, announce next steps, things like new hyperscale data centers, a unified AI policy for government, specific RTA strategies for transport AI. It shows a really coordinated push, and initiatives targeting Arabic language AI or AI literacy in healthcare. That shows they're thinking about specific local needs too.
The report also mentions some really big international partnerships like that UAE US AI campus deal. How significant is something like that?
That UAE US AI campus deal is, frankly, unprecedented. Aiming to be the largest outside the US, it signifies deep international collaboration, access to cutting edge tech, advanced NVIDIA chips, American firms managing it. It's major league stuff. And talk of OpenAI potentially setting up a significant base there. That further cements the UAE's growing global importance in AI. Even using AI, like Dubai's Regulatory Intelligence Office is doing, to help draft laws. That's seriously forward thinking.
So when the University 365 report concludes, it really hammers home this idea that the UAE isn't just catching up, it's actually leading in many ways.
It really does. The report positions the UAE firmly as a top global player. Competitiveness, readiness, the sheer density of AI companies, they score highly. The growth in the AI talent pool, strong research output, it backs it up. And underpinning it all is this robust ecosystem, data centers, startups with public-private partnerships, and importantly, forward-thinking regulation. Introducing mandatory AI curriculum from kindergarten, K through 12, starting 2025. That's incredibly ambitious, focusing on literacy and ethics from day one. And this all seems to lead towards the launch of the Applied AI University, AAIU, by University 365, right? Planned for 2026, 2027.
Yeah, AIIU sounds fascinating, based around this idea of superhumanism.
Yeah.
And a very hands-on applied model.
Exactly. What seems really exciting about AAIU is its vision, empowering people through AI-enhanced learning. It's got this multi-campus idea, AI built into the teaching, those patent-pending platforms, UNOP, ULM, LickES. The whole design seems geared towards creating this seamless, personalized learning loop. The goal, to produce graduates who can use AI to make an extraordinary impact, which, positions the UAE perfectly to attract global talent and drive innovation. It really feels like the embodiment of the UAE's ambition to lead the way in shaping education for this new AI era.
So wrapping this up, this deep dive into the University 365 report shows a UAE that hasn't just dipped its toes in AI, but has strategically dived in head first, backed by serious investment, a clear vision, practical uses everywhere. And with these groundbreaking educational moves like the Applied AI University from University 365 coming up, their commitment to shaping the future both of AI and human potential seems, well, undeniable.
Couldn't agree more. The UAE's whole approach, integrating AI, focusing on enhancing human capabilities, that innovative educational model with University 365's AIIU, it really does offer a compelling blueprint, doesn't it? For other nations trying to navigate this complex age of AI, it highlights what's possible with clear vision, strategic investment, and that dual focus on tech and people. It certainly leaves you thinking, doesn't it, about the incredible possibilities ahead and the role places like University 365 are playing in actually building that future.